I wanted to make a video on some of the red flags that you have to be aware of within your friendship group. And I know it can be difficult when you're in your late teens, early 20s, and you're getting older and you're seeing. Hi, my name's Abby, and if it's your first time watching me, welcome. And if you've watched my other videos, welcome back. I'm a self-love, self-improvement coach, and my main mission is to help you heal, rebuild, and love yourself more without feeling guilty. If that's something you're interested in, you can work with me one-on-one, and I will leave all my information in the description box below. And I just want to say a big, massive hello and welcome to all my old and new subscribers. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. It really does support this channel. So I'm sure you've heard the unbelievable story of Shanquella Robinson, who went away to Mexico with some so-called friends, and unfortunately she ended up getting deleted. So I have to censor what I say so YouTube doesn't censor me. But it's just a shocking, unbelievable story. It's heartbreaking. It's so sad. Please do watch other content creators. I mean, I'm over here in Paris, France, and thanks to content creators putting it out there, I came to know about this story. So please do follow them, because it's important that we stay informed and, you know, raise awareness about this so that she can get the justice that she deserves. So I wanted to make a video on some of the red flags that you have to be aware of within your friendship group. And I know it can be difficult when you're in your late teens, early 20s, and you're getting older and you're seeing certain behaviors in your friends. And I know it can be difficult, especially if you've known them all your life, or you went to school with them, college with them, whatever, and you just feel like it's hard to break away. There are certain signs that you just have to look out for. And I'm personally going to be speaking on my own experience, what I'm going to be sharing with you. These are some of the things that I noticed in my late teens, early 20s with certain friends that I had, and I decided that I had to cut them out of my life because I was very vigilant to their bad behavior. So the first thing that you have to pay attention to within your friendship group is how people are when they're drunk. How do your friends act when they become too consumed with alcohol? Because unfortunately, some people don't handle their alcohol well, and it can bring out the worst in them. I had a friend who was very temperamental every time she got drunk. And I remember going out one night with her and another friend, and they got absolutely wasted. And on the way home, they could not walk. We were like out in central London, and they were basically leaning on me. I mean, they could not walk. And on top of that, this friend, she was being very temperamental towards me. I felt very uncomfortable. And I just remember walking through the streets of London thinking, this is it. I cannot continue this friendship with her because she was just way too much. And the problem is that this person has kind of always been like this since we started drinking. I know in the US you start drinking at 21, but in the UK I think the legal age is like 16. But yeah, I think we were like 18, 19 at the time this happened. And the problem is that when you have friends that get so drunk, sometimes they don't remember, so it's hard for them to have accountability. So when you try and explain to these people, you know, this is how you are when you have alcohol in your system, this is how you act when you're drunk, they don't remember. But you do. Like, you remember dragging them home, you remember holding their hair because they're sick, you remember them, the horrible things that they said to you, and it can hurt, right? But they don't recall any of that. And because they don't recall it, it's just a constant pattern of every time you go out, they get wasted. And it's okay, you know, sometimes people do get a little bit tipsy, that's fine, but you have to be aware of how some people handle their alcohol because it can become toxic. And now, since I've gotten older, I have set boundaries with friends, and luckily the friends I have now, they can handle their alcohol completely fine. But my boundary is basically, If it's their birthday, they can get absolutely wasted if they want to. Go ahead, it's your birthday. Or if we're at a house party and the house party is controlled, meaning there's not random people going in and out, and we know the owners of the home and they do get drunk, and I can just leave them in a bedroom, go out and party and continue to enjoy myself rather than being in some stranger's home. We don't know who's coming in and out. They're now drunk. I have to stay with them in the bedroom. I can't enjoy myself because I have to be concerned about them and their safety. And that's one of the things I hate about people that can't handle their alcohol to the point they just become temperamental, get so wasted. It's like you feel like you're their babysitter, like you're out having a good time, and then all of a sudden they get drunk, they get wasted, and now you have to continuously watch them. And if they're temperamental, you might spend time breaking up fights and they're trying to fight you, and it just ruins the night. And the fact that they don't get that or want to get that, I just find it problematic. So pay attention to how your friends are when they are drinking alcohol, and you might find that you don't have to, it depends on, especially if you're in your early 20s or your late teens. I know it's hard to distance yourself from some people. So what you could perhaps do, rather than just cutting them out completely, and it's your choice if you want to do that, you can just decide to not see them or not do certain things with them that involve alcohol. So you might just want to do activities like cinema, bowling, just try and avoid places where you know that they're going to be drinking. Another thing you have to pay attention to, and this is a big no-no, cut people off if they put their hands on you. Like, don't tolerate any of your friends putting their hands on you. I think it's completely disrespectful that they are comfortable in doing that. I remember there was a time, again in my late teens, I went on my first girls' holiday. was it late teens or maybe early 20s? I can't even remember, but we were young. And I remember going on my first girls' holiday to Portugal, so excited. And we were at a bar, I believe, or was it a club? I think it was a bar with like good music. And there was this good looking guy, and two of my friends walked off with this guy and left me and my other friends at the bar. And I think an hour and a half went by, and we're starting to think, where are they? Where have they, what's happened to them? We're concerned at this point, right? And so this guy comes back and he's like, oh, come with me. And we're like, well, where's our two friends? Because they were last with you. So we're really concerned. He's like, oh, they're fine. Just come back to my place. They're at my place. And we're thinking, wait, what? So we have to now get into his car, and we're concerned because we don't know this guy. We don't know if our friends are okay. We're concerned about our safety. Luckily, we get to his place and our friends are fine. But walking back home to the hotel, we were trying to explain to them, you can't just walk off with people that you don't know. We're in a different country. We don't speak the language. Anything could have happened to you, and also to us, because now we have to go and get you. Like, we're deeply concerned and we're getting in a stranger's car. Anything could have happened. And instead of one of the girls understanding that, again, she was on alcohol. As I said, some people just could not handle their drinks. And for some reason, she just decided to punch me in my face. And I was just like, wow, like, what? Here I am concerned about your safety, and you're just feeling comfortable to punch me in my face. And it really did startle me, because you think like this is supposed to be a friend. So I just say, like, don't allow anybody to put their hands on you. So from that day forward, these girls, they did not make it into my 20s. I cut them off because I felt like I just don't want to be associated with people that think it's okay to be putting their hands on people. When you are grown up and you're an adult, you have to learn to control yourself. You have to control your hands, especially when you are not in the playground, when you've left school and you're not at school. It is called an assault. You cannot go around assaulting people. And I find that when people are temperamental and they love to throw hands, they lack control. And there's no telling what people will do when they are not in control of themselves. That's why I would rather avoid people like that, and also avoid people that associate with people that are not in control of themselves. Luckily, I have a friendship group now where if there was an event going on or something was happening and they were like, Abby, can I bring this friend? Because I trust that friend, I know they're not going to be bringing anyone that's going to be causing drama, because it's the worst thing when you have a friend of a friend that comes to a function or an event and that friend is causing drama, which leads to my next one. Pay attention to friends that just love drama. Some people unfortunately move through life with chips on their shoulder, and you might have a friend who you could be walking and someone bumps into them, and then the person says sorry, and instead of your friend being like, oh, it's okay, they're like, why are you bumping into me? And it's just a drama. Or you go out to eat, things do happen, and it's okay to say to the waiter, where's my food, if they're taking too long. But then you might have certain friends that are just, they just over dramatize everything. So pay attention to those friends, because they can get you kicked out of places, get you blacklisted. So just pay attention to those friends. And also pay attention to friends that love to put themselves in danger. Like, I don't know what it is, but some people just love to be hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And if you are with them, you can end up getting caught in whatever's going on. So just pay very close attention. If you have a gut instinct that you shouldn't be associating in certain areas, environments, or you shouldn't be around certain people, do go with that gut feeling. Don't ignore it, because it could cost you your life, and you've only got one life. So you have to care about your safety and just pay attention to how people are. As you get older, as you grow and develop, some of your friends will naturally deselect themselves from your life. That's okay. Let it happen. And another thing, it's sometimes just a case of maturity. You might find that you mature quicker than your friends, and you don't want to do the same things that you used to do, so you will naturally take some distance. And who knows, maybe in the future, once they do mature, they will circle back around and everything's cool. Also, as you start to level up, you have to get very good at using your discernment and knowing where you're going to put certain people. Some of your friends, it's literally just hi and bye. Don't tell them any of your business. Some of your friends, they're only going to get 5 minutes of your time, because any longer they're going to drain your energy. And some of your friends, you can afford to invest more time into them because it's healthy. I'm going to leave this video here because I can go on and ain't nobody got time for that. If you liked it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and do subscribe for more content that I'll be putting out. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.